first heard the Tuks Camerata in October of 2013 when Gerrit Scheppers brought me over to South Africa for the very first time. So they were working on Indodana, and I was so taken by the choir and their work. It was otherworldly. I knew that I was sitting there experiencing something really special and quite unique. I had no idea what was to come with our choir now and their choir. To introduce to you my dear friend and colleague, the conductor of the Tuks Camerata, Dr. Michael Barrett.
Firstly, it is incredible. We have been so excited to be here. We've been to New York, we've been to Washington, all these very small places, but this is really where we know we're going to be at home. We've been so excited. We've been talking about Springfield for so long.
I never thought in my wildest dreams Camerata would come to the United States. We received an invite from Edie Copley to come to ACDA as a headline choir. And once we received that opportunity, it made absolute sense that now we have to dig deep. We have to get all the support that we can from our university, our followers, our parents, so that we could make this a reality.
The welcome has been absolutely amazing. We felt right at home as soon as we arrived, which was absolutely just so heartwarming.
Everything is very different from South Africa. We're loving it. We're enjoying the experience. It's a great opportunity for us, and we're very thankful to be here.
In 2014, I started at Missouri State. Our very first international tour was to be 2016. I was planning on going more adventurous later on in my career. This was a very new adventure for our program and for the choir.
So we stayed in contact, and over the years, this incredible, beautiful friendship, not just from a music and professional point of view, but also a genuine love for each other, for our philosophies, for our belief in choir music can change the lives of the students that sing for us, as well as those that listen.
But it was in 2022, I believe. It was at that time that Michael and I both thought, gosh, if we could ever record our choirs together, we'd have something really magnificent. Then came the potential opportunity that Michael might have his choir invited to National ACDA. There were sort of some whisperings of that initially. Look, if that ends up happening, then let's strategically think about how to get our choirs together for this possible recording project. Maybe it could come to light. If we could figure out a way to bring you to Springfield and then tour for a bit, and then where do we record? When do we record? Do we do it after ACDA or before? There are all these kinds of questions. And then how will we get everybody ready for this? Also, what music do we record?
And I think for probably about 18 months, we were like, are we going to do this? Should we do this? Is this something that we're going to do? And and it was daunting. I'm not going to lie.
You have to start with no ideas first. So we had no ideas until we had a lot of ideas, and then we had to dial it down just into thinking, okay, let's do half South African, half American music.
I wasn't sure that my choir would be able to prepare an ACDA program and a tour program and also record for a seeding of that, but I knew it was an opportunity of a lifetime. And sometimes you just gotta go for it. Full steam ahead.
We were singing with them, we got to learn a lot because they would use beltier technique or breathier technique in different parts of the song, and we really had to tune into that and be like, oh, why are they doing that? Oh, maybe let's look at the text. Let's see what's happening here. So that was really cool.
It's truly, truly incredible coming together and making music like South Africa and the United States of America. So, so beautiful. Literally, there was a moment in the concert where I almost cried when we were singing Nkosi Namandla, because I mean, God of strength, eh?
Missouri has been to South Africa twice, and we've hosted them, and this is our first time to the States. And just immediately, there's been this absolute, genuine love for each other, and we see it while we're here. I mean, like, my students aren't even hanging out with each other; they're all hanging out with MSU and vice versa.
They're such amazing people, and everyone who's been associated with this project has just been so wonderful to talk to.
It was like we always knew them. Like, we had this established connection already, but just meeting them and hearing them talk about their lives and sharing their stories with us, we've just blended into one big happy family together.
I think that's what's beautiful about this project, is just seeing each other and trying to find the beauty in our differences, coming together, two different sounds, but the moment we just come together, there's beauty in that.
There's a part in the piece where voices joined from different skies. Then I remember the time flying here, how much of a hassle was 25 hours worth of flying, and just practicing the music over and over and over again, realizing just how much energy, how much time, how much passion, how much struggle went into making the piece from both sides, and watching that beautifully come together, how natural we sounded together for the first time for a live performance, for the first time in a rehearsal. And it made me realize that, you know, no matter from what continent or country you're from, we're really not that different.
Music is so much more than just singing the right notes or just making a nice noise, and that it really is at the heart of community and just being humanitarians for life. And MSU has the same philosophy. In any kind of normal setting, you wouldn't think a choir like MSU, there's mainly all music students that all want to become either singers or conductors or music educators, and Camerata, who are all people that just love to sing but have other professions that they want to go into, that this would naturally gel. But it has, and it has been the most incredible experience. The absolute respect that we have for each other, and the fact that MSU can do things that Camerata can't do, and Camerata can do things that MSU can't do. This general and absolute appreciation has just been absolutely beautiful to watch, and it's been so great to see the students just laughing and having such a good time. It's been so rewarding.
Great, very good. Are you happy?
I am, if you are.
Well, we are.
Here's my list. Cover Me with the Night, Holy World, This Sunlight of Mine, The Cardinal and the Roller, Cucho, Machadi Springsa, Nkosi Namandla, Whisper of the Dance, Hymna, Motherless Child, Inluyagagu, Over the Rainbow, Once a Father, See It Through, It'll Be All Right, and Bali Bele. I was trying to read the program to Dr. Wyckoff earlier, and I could not say the songs without having the same experience I'm having with you right now.
And when you think about each one of those songs, each one of these tracks that we've worked so hard on, each one of them tells a different and unique story. Each one of these things, each one of these bits of music connects us in different visceral and real ways that we will always cherish for the rest of our lives. We felt it on Wednesday when you were arriving to Springfield. This place in our heart that we didn't know was open for you, even though we thought we did already. And we talked about it as a group. It's a Camerata-sized hole in our hearts that you have fulfilled. This has been the absolute highlight of my entire career. I can't thank you enough for this. It's been a long time coming, I don't know. I mean, I never thought this was a dream of mine until it's happening, and now I know it was a dream of mine without having a dream, I guess. But thank you all, and it's time to have a little bit of fun now, but not too much fun. But we're a bit of fun.
It feels like 3 separate countries, but it's just one country. We've had all different kinds of experiences. Each experience has welcomed us with kindness and overwhelming joy.
It seems like everywhere we go in South Africa, there's just something so new and incredible. One moment you're looking outside and it's the ocean, and then the next moment you're in a safari. And to share music that we've been singing for such a long time, really, it comes full circle to learn where that comes from and to see the culture and the background of all of those things.
The trip has been spectacular. In Pretoria, that first concert, and it was just great to see the collaboration, the excitement in the audience, just with Missouri State University being there.
I am so proud of our choir because they're so good. And what's really fun is to see the interaction, to see the people from the different communities come in. I mean, there's a real ambassadorial role here.
The most uplifting thing was just to see the energy and excitement from the kids, how excited they were to be together, how excited they were to be collaborating, just watching what they were experiencing and knowing how great that must have felt for them was a big part of me enjoying it.
To be able to witness the Tuks Camerata from South Africa visiting the U.S. and the students touring together, and then having the Missouri State program travel to South Africa is really a unique experience.
We never forget singing with Tuks Camerata. Just like that full circle moment of them coming to the U.S. and then us getting to come to their home and then getting to sing with them is just like magical.
It was such a wonderful experience. And this time when we got together, we clicked even faster. It was just perfect. It was the perfect concert to start this tour off with.
I think the importance of this work is connecting with people different than you are, and yet have interest in many of the same things. So many places in the world, not just America, it's people are looking in and very nationalistic and really only thinking about their own country. And yet when you do that, you miss this incredible opportunity to experience the culture, the music, the food, the history, the nature of other places. And that connection to others makes your experience on this world so much more meaningful.
What I would want for every person to take is, one, I want them to, for a moment, be transported to a place where there is no news, where there is no hardship, where there is no strife, where there's no burden at that point in time. We cannot take away the burdens of people. That's not our goal. But for a moment to allow them to experience a moment of relief, a moment of escape, and the reminder that there is always beauty in the world. No matter how dark, there is always light. And if we can focus on that and be reminded through that, then maybe that gives us all hope for a better tomorrow.
Until we can sing each other's songs, we can't begin to tell each other's stories and to really try to understand where someone else is coming from. No, we can never get there. We all only have our own individual story. But we should be trying to understand each other's human condition to better our society and to better our experience.